Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bill Levinson, Managing Partner with Levinson and Associates. With me today, we have Joseph Loughran, our Marketing Vice President. First off, I just want to take a minute and thank everyone for taking time, especially out of a midweek webinar, and we know how busy everyone's schedule is, so we really appreciate you spending 20, 25 minutes with us this afternoon. We're going to talk about our exclusive no-cost scholarship program. And the reason why we wanted to shed some light on this now is because we're going on 3 years now that we actually put the program together with Sage. And in fact, we started with just one carrier. So today we have just about 10 carriers and almost 50 products to choose from. So we're very proud of how far that we've come and how many options are now available to all of our agents and, of course, their clients. We've also put together some new marketing material, and we have a very easy enrollment process, which makes things very simple for our agents because, you know, the bottom line is you can have the best program in the world, but if our agents can't get their hands around it, that means they're never going to explain the program to their clients, so it's kind of pointless. So what we did is every single agent that's part of the program will have an email that we send them, okay, that has a special unique agent ID number, and all you have to do is you send that email to the client that just bought a policy with you, and they can self-enroll, and you are done. It's very, very simple now. I know in the past there was a few different steps or obstacles that you had to get over in order to get the client enrolled. Now it's literally just send the email, they fill out a few lines, and they are done. They're in the program, and they start getting their monthly updates. So it is awesome. We're also giving away a free 16-gig tablet to the 100th registrant on today's call. We're going to give that away at the end. We also have a new product that we just rolled out called University Plus. We're going to touch on that. And very, very exciting about, we are now featured on the cover of Insurance Newsnet magazine in the October edition, which happens to also be my birthday month. So we're very proud of that. You will see the magazine issue come out in about 2 weeks. So Levinson and myself are featured on the cover of Insurance Newsnet October, and it's all about the Sell While You Sleep platform, the scholarship program, and how we are changing the way that a typical agent conducts his or her own business by using a website or online product sales. So we're very proud of that, as you can imagine, and we have some great stuff to talk about. So let's move forward here, Joe. We have our annual Agent Expo, and basically what we do here is we build a day that is just for our agents to bring their practice to the next level by utilizing the latest sales ideas and concepts and strategies. We bring in all of our top VPs and underwriters from around the country. We have a keynote speaker at the end of the day. We have a complimentary breakfast, lunch, snacks throughout the day. It's a great way to interact and mingle with other agents who are in your same exact position from all over the country. We should have over 200 agents and GAs coming in 2016, so jot that date down. That is April 8th, 2016, a day you do not want to miss. The best part is you can start qualifying now, okay? So this is free to all active agents, but if you want us to fly you in from anywhere in the country, free round-trip airfare, and up to 2 free nights at our beachfront location, which is right smack on the South Florida sand, okay, you can start to qualify with any paid life, long-term care, annuity premium, all counts towards the qualification levels, and that's starting right now. So now is the time. The premium level starts at just $15,000, and all products are included. So anything that you sell through Levinson and Associates is included, and you should be starting to qualify now. Even if you're new with us and you have no cases that when paid, of course, the day is free for any active agent. So definitely a day you don't want to miss. Jot that down, April 8th, 2016. Okay, so moving forward, right now you're on our training webinar, and we try to pick a hot new concept topic of the week and dive in and try to give you everything you need to know in about 30 to 40 minutes. So Joe's going to talk about what's coming in September and then early October. Joe?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. Actually, as soon as tomorrow, we've got a great webinar at 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be covering, long-term care products, long-term care solutions, and actually, more importantly, covering some sales ideas so you can learn how to sell LTC products like a pro. We're going to have a special guest speaker who is an LTC specialist, really talking about some of the great tools you can have access to by working with our agency to really help you uncover more LTC sales. Again, that's at 2 p.m. Eastern. Everybody will receive a confirmation email after today's webinar with the link also to register for any one of these upcoming training webinars. Now, next week on Tuesday at 11 a.m., we're covering Fidelity Life products. That's going to be about a 30-minute webinar specifically focused on their e-application, their 24-hour approval process. The following day, which is Wednesday at noon, we're actually covering the business expense DI product with Illinois Mutual. We're going to be really covering why business expense DI is so important and really what prospects and clients you should be looking at to target that specific product. You can actually, like Bill mentioned, register for any upcoming webinar right on our homepage, kerrylevinson.com, and you can actually access that YouTube channel right on our homepage as well. We've got about over 100 different sales videos on that YouTube channel focusing on new product rollouts to some of our proprietary products. So definitely take a couple minutes and check that out right on, again, on the homepage of kerrylevinson.com.
Okay, thanks, Joe. Levinson in the news in September. So we have 2 full-page ads going on as we speak in Broker World Magazine and Insurance Newsnet. And everything is talking about our brand new University Plus Youth Life product. This is the ultimate door opener. And the reason why I say that, okay, and obviously this is included in our scholarship program, but what I love about this product, okay, especially if you're working in the senior market, any parent or grandparent that you speak to, okay, even if it's a client that, just is not agreeing to meet with you or you can't get that phone appointment, okay, as soon as, let's say, you send out an email blast or one of our mailers about this product, they're going to want to speak to you and set up that call or that in-person appointment. And the reason why is because for $2 or $3 a month, okay, they can put say a $15,000 whole life on little Johnny, which comes with 1 free year tuition, which could be $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, okay, a whole life product with cash accumulation, 1 free year scholarship, and you can take the death benefit and multiply it by 4 at age 26 without having to prove insurability. So that's a guaranteed paid-up addition rider that comes with the policy, all for just a few dollars a month, okay? Everything is self-enrollment, so every agent gets their own link. The client clicks on the link, runs a quote, signs up online, and prints their own policy, so you do nothing. Okay, and the point I'm trying to make is for $2, $3, $4, $5 a month, there is no parent or grandparent that is going to say no to putting this policy on little Johnny or little Susie. It's not going to happen. You're getting a whole life product that has a cash accumulation rider as well as 1 free year scholarship to any of our 344 colleges across the country. No one is going to say no to this, and it's pretty much guaranteed issue. So everyone should be selling the Youth Life University Plus plan. Okay, moving forward here, we're going to dive into today's presentation. And even if you have already heard our scholarship presentation or you were at last year's expo, that's fine. We've made a lot of great changes. We made things a lot easier now, so we think that this will appeal to everyone on the call. Jot down any notes, questions, comments that you have, and of course we will visit those questions after the call. We do have the line closed because of the number of attendees. So please feel free, email, call us after the presentation, and we will answer or email you anything that you're about to see with the scholarship program. So first off, what is the college scholarship program that Levinson is always talking about? So we teamed up with a company called Sage. Actually, they started in the 90s, and they teamed up with Wells Fargo, and they were offering one free year scholarship to any investment clients with Wells Fargo. So if one of their new clients came on board, and let's say they invested with Wells Fargo, they would get a certificate that gave their children or any family member, blood relative, one free year scholarship to any. At that time, they started with 20 colleges. So the program blew up in the 90s with Wells Fargo, and little by little, they added on more colleges. They made the plan better. They added a website. Back then, they didn't even have a website. Everything was done manually. So what happened is, probably about 4 or 5 years ago now, I saw the program being used, okay, with different states, different group health plans, and I said to myself, this would be awesome to be able to include a scholarship program with life insurance products, because, you know, we're always out there trying to think of how we can differentiate ourselves from the agent next door. So wouldn't it be great, you know, to sell, let's say, the same or similar product that your neighbor is selling, okay, or a competing agent, but give your clients that one free year scholarship above and beyond the life insurance policy. You would get the sale every time. It's that old value added spiel, you know, that why should they work with Bill over Joe, even if they like Joe a little bit better? The reason why is because of the value added proposition. Me and Joe are both selling the same product, but I'm giving a tool that's worth about $40,000, okay, for one free year. They're going to buy from me every time, even if the client likes Joe a little bit better. So I think everyone kind of understands the picture behind this. So we started the program off with just one carrier that had some limited products. So over the years, we now have just about 10 carriers that are all active with the program. So we have every kind of product you can think about now. So there's really no reason to not offer the scholarship program. Today, there's 344 colleges in almost every state in the country. Okay, that is huge. So in other words, everyone, every client you speak to is going to at least have heard of at least one college that's on the college participation list, which we'll actually send out today. So the way it works is every single year, okay, as soon as the client or the student cashes in the scholarship, they get a 25% discount every year over a 4-year period, which equals one free year tuition, okay? It's that simple. There's no games. There's no gray area. That's the way it works. Every client gets their own back office site. They can go in. They can see how many points they have, what colleges are now part of the program, because they're adding about 1 to 2 colleges per month on the average. So even if you don't see a school that's on there now that maybe the client prefers, that doesn't mean they won't be on there in a few years to come. And another thing, even if the client says, you know what, Bill, I love what you're selling, I love the program, but my kid's going to go to Florida State University and they're not on your program, okay? That's okay. First of all, the client's not paying anything extra for the program anyway, and you can transfer the points to Johnny's sister, who might use one of the colleges that's on the program. And guess what? If she also winds up going to Florida State, you can transfer the points to any blood relative at any time. So there's really no reason or excuse why a family or client would not buy into this program that you're selling, okay? So this is huge. It's a huge step in the door. It creates the sizzle, and again, it gives you one leg up on your competition. Very, very big here. So everyone should pay attention. The growth over the last few years, I love this, okay? Tuition reward points valued at a record of $43.6 million were submitted to our member colleges. That's a 32% increase over the year before. Huge. The average reward submitted by a high school senior rose to just over $13,000 and a guaranteed minimum scholarship for 4 years averaging just over $3,000 a year. Over 36,000 new students enrolled and 25 new colleges joined to now be part of the program. So when you see all of these schools being added, there's a reason why, okay? And the reason why is because the participants are rising and increasing. We have more and more students that are part of the program. It works, okay? It's the old value-added proposition. What makes you different than your neighbor who also sells life insurance? I love this. Okay, moving forward here, Joe's going to show you exactly how each client earns points in a great way for you to talk to your client about hosting an annual policy review or even referring a friend or neighbor that's interested in the program, okay, which again is going to help you sell another policy and help them bank more points, and every point is equal to $1 off that tuition. So that's huge. Joe?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. I think it's very important when we look at this program to see really all the different ways you can help generate activity and generate a really great positive conversation with your client. So I'll start off at the top of the chart here. This is huge. There's really nothing else like this in our industry. You can give your clients the free 500-point scholarship just for having a quick conversation about the program. Maybe they attend a seminar or a meeting. If you want to put together, a seminar or even in a local hotel or a local office, have your clients come talk about the scholarship program, talk about the importance of life insurance, critical illness, disability income, even accident insurance or annuity products are actually all participating products for this program. So just for having a quick conversation, it could be 3 minutes, could be 2 minutes, that client automatically is going to get those free 500 points. Also, the purchase of an eligible policy, which we'll cover in the next slide, they're going to get 4,500 points once that policy is in force. Another great thing about the program is for every referral that client gives you, that client's going to receive an additional 500 reward points. So when you deliver the policy or when you enroll them in the program, maybe even they self-enroll, you can actually say, great, do you know anybody else that might be interested? Maybe they have children or grandchildren or nieces or nephews. Just give me their information and I'll make sure to get you another 500 free points that go into that scholarship program. So that's a great, great thing to have, especially to generate referrals. Now, another great thing is every year that policy is in force, starting in year 2, every policy anniversary, they're automatically going to get an additional 2,000 reward points. And then, like Bill mentioned, an annual policy review will actually get that client another 500 points that actually accumulates in their scholarship reward back office. In this example, after about 19 years, on any type of product that we're looking at here, that client's going to have close to 50,000 reward points, which of course, like Bill mentioned, one tuition reward point equals a $1 guaranteed minimum scholarship. So if you have 49,500 points, you're looking at getting a discount of up to $49,500 off that actual cost of college tuition, which is a huge amount when you look at the rising cost of education, especially in today's economy.
Okay, thank you, Joe. So all of the carriers that you're looking at in front of you are all part of the program, okay? So even if you already have a contract, and it's, let's say, through another IMO, obviously they don't have the scholarship program. So if you want to transfer that contract over to us, okay, part of the Cash for Contracting program is we will meet or beat most of the time your existing commission, okay? So typically we will beat whatever you're getting paid, plus you get $100 cash if you send an application in. And as you can see on the bottom, if it's 2 carriers, it's $250 cash, 3 carriers, $400 cash, and that's with Assurity Life, National Life Group, which is Life of the Southwest, Mutual of Omaha, our Lightning Term Fidelity Security Life product, Foresters, American Equity, American National, Kansas City Life, and Starmount Life Insurance Company. All of those products there in the middle are all part of the scholarship program. We now have term with return of premium, indexed UL, critical illness, DI, even guaranteed issue. We have universal life, whole life, and our annuities and indexed annuity products. So basically, every product across the board now comes with a scholarship program. Once again, there is no need to not get familiar with pitching and selling the scholarship program to your clients. Okay, moving forward here, Joe is going to show you a little chart that we put together, which will really help you get your arms around the program and how everything works. Joe?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. So real quickly here, this chart shows us kind of how the actual tuition reward points will flow. Once you make contact with that client, they're going to earn those tuition reward points. Now, those reward points go into their account. We mentioned that client can actually check them just by looking at their back office site, which we're going to dive into in a couple of slides. You know, that client then can add as many students to their account. So whether they have, you know, one child or maybe even if it's a grandparent, they have 10 different grandchildren, they can add every single one of those grandchild to their account and actually allocate those different reward points. And then basically the way it works is when that client is ready to attend a member university, they're in their senior year of high school, they're actually logging into that Sage website and they're actually submitting those reward points to the admission department of each one of those colleges that they're applying to, so that when they get their tuition bill, it's going to be reduced by up to 25% depending on how many reward points they actually have. So everything is done behind the scenes, very simple, very turnkey. There's not a lot of moving parts of this program, which of course makes it very simple to use. That's really the key. You want to make sure it's simple to, of course, you, the agent, to make sure you can focus on generating new sales, but also, more importantly, it needs to be easy for the client to understand and easy for the client to use, and that's exactly what we've done with this program. So very simple, very easy. Now we've got some great examples of actually using this platform with some of the more popular products.
Yeah, so let's say we have Agent A and Agent B. Okay, this is where I was saying earlier about the differentiator, value added. Why should the client work with you versus your competing agent down the street? So let's say Agent A is me and Agent B is Joe. Okay, we're both pitching a $500,000 term ROP product. Very simple, okay? All premiums come back in 20 years, guaranteed, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're both A-rated companies. The difference here, if you look at Agent A, which is me, my monthly premium is $4 more than Joe's monthly premium, okay? But my product, if you look on the left side, comes with a free college scholarship. So I can also talk to the client and say, hey, if you know anyone else that wants the scholarship program and life insurance, I'll give you another 500 points just for referring somebody. Now, remember, every point is $1. Also, right under that column, you'll give them another 500 points every single year for annual reviews, okay? Every point being $1. They get full access to our college planning website. Scholarship points in year 10 is $22,000 towards a 4-year tuition. Look what's on the right side, 0. Okay, so here in this case, even if they like Joe a little bit better, even if his premium is $4 less a month, look at the value added. Okay, if that family that you're talking to has children or grandchildren, they're going to go with me every single time. Now, typically, our products are even less than the other carriers, but I'm just trying to show a point here and draw a conclusion that the value added is priceless here. It's huge. The client's going to go with me every single time. Joe's going to show you the same thing if you're looking at a final expense product in the senior market.
Thanks, Bill. So on the next slide here, I have the final expense scenario. We're looking actually at a female age 65 non-smoker for a $25,000 death benefit. In this scenario, I'm actually using a whole life product that has a level benefit, modified benefit, and graded benefit. So depending on the client's health, I can kind of be flexible with that death benefit. In this scenario, the monthly premium is $106 a month. What we're doing is we're looking at this person, becoming a new grandparent, fast forwarding 19 years down the road. If you'll see here, they actually have a total free scholarship, reward system that gives them 41,000 scholarship points. The total cash value in year 19 is just over 16,000. So the total value using that cash value inside the whole life product in conjunction with that scholarship program is going to give them just over $57,000 to be used for college education. So like Bill mentioned, putting this side by side with any other type of product, you're really going to be able to show such an added benefit. You're actually going to be able to wow a lot of customers and, like we mentioned, really outsell the competition. Real quickly here.
One thing real quick. Keep in mind that that client that you're speaking to can only get this through you. So this is only available through active Levinson agents. So 9 out of 10 times that client can only purchase into the program through you. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. Okay, Joe.
Absolutely. Also, I mentioned earlier this being very simple for the client, very easy to use. Each client is given their very own back office site so they can log into that tuition reward site. They can view their current points. They can view member colleges. They also have access to what's called the Professor 101 series. A lot of great tools for parents and grandparents to help prepare their children and grandchildren for college education. So they've got everything from preparing for the SAT to entrance exams to how to complete the FAFSA form. So a lot of great material and resources that's really designed to help the clients and help the families. Also, one thing we've done just in the last, I would say, about 4 to 5 weeks, we actually kind of revamped the scholarship program. What we did was we made it possible for a client to actually self-enroll themselves into the scholarship program. So now, like I mentioned, the clients actually have the ability to self-enroll. Makes it very simple, very easy. Once you become part of the scholarship program, you're going to actually have a unique ID specific to you as an agent. All you have to do is email your client the link, which is tuitionrewards.com, and then you'll see /University Plus. Once that client gets to that page, they're actually prompted to put in your agent ID. They put in your agent ID, and then they self-register themselves. It literally takes about 2 to 3 minutes. As soon as they do that, that client is then tied to you as their agent. You've just actually created not only a client, initially, but also on an ongoing basis, because they're going to receive scholarship updates, which actually makes the whole program very simple, very easy. And if you think about it, it's an ongoing marketing on behalf of you as the agent. So you're giving them something, like Bill mentioned, that no other agent's going to be able to give them. So extremely simple, extremely easy. We're going to dive right into the marketing material we've developed for the program. We all know you can have the best program in the world, but if you don't have the right marketing material, you're not going to be able to reach people and really explain this entire program. So I've just highlighted a couple things here. Of course, once you become an active scholarship agent, you can then reach out to all your prospects, existing clients, and actually start using all this marketing material. Extremely important here at the very bottom, you'll see you can now go back to all your past clients, all your past prospects. You now have a great reason to actually give them a call, shoot them an email, and say, hey, guess what? You're actually an existing client of mine, and I want to actually get you into this scholarship reward program. It's free of charge. You don't have to do anything. Here's the link. Here's my agent code. Register yourself whenever you have time. Tell all your family and friends about it. That's going to be a huge way to get your foot in the door and really start up a great conversation. We're going to dive into a couple more slides here, and then we'll wrap up. But I do want to mention, some other parts of the marketing platform. I already went over that Professor 101 series, but it actually helps you become a scholarship expert. So you can really talk to all your clients and prospects about this program. We do have drip marketing campaigns, so you can send out automated emails, to those clients, really to raise awareness about the scholarship program. We also have a free agent sales kit, which includes trifolds, presentation materials, and even something which is pretty neat called the College Cost Book, which is going to actually show your clients the cost at every single university across the country. There's even a little inflation calculator on the very inside cover, so you can actually work with that client backwards and figure out how much money they're actually going to need for that college education. You do have a back office site also on the agent side and the client side. So a lot of great material you can dive into, whether you want to do a mail campaign, an email campaign, really whatever marketing avenue you want to take, we have the material to support that.
Yeah, thank you, Joe. And one huge point that I love is every carrier and product that's part of the program, okay, you can go back. Let's say, for example, you sold an Assurity whole life product to a client 3 years ago. You can go back, okay, if you were the agent or not, you can go back and reward them with 1 free year scholarship. So any product that's part of the program, okay, if a client purchased that product in the past, if you were the agent or not, you can go back and reward them with a scholarship program at 0 cost to the client. So another great marketing avenue to reopen that door again for future sales and referrals. That's big. Okay, so like Joe said, we have some great brochures, marketing material. If you look in the center on the bottom, we actually have gift certificates that are built for the scholarship program. If you're doing a webinar, a seminar, any kind of meeting, you can fill out the client's name. That's a $500 reward just for meeting with you, even if they don't buy a policy. Okay, like you think about having an annuity seminar, or bringing in 50 people to a free buffet at Ponderosa. Give out these scholarships, okay? $500 each certificate, even if they don't buy a policy, okay? You can give these out just for listening to you at a meeting, over the phone, or in person. That's huge. On the bottom right, that's our College Navigator website. You can sit down, okay, open up your laptop with a client and talk about college planning, college funding. You can pull up any one of the colleges that's in the program, and you can talk intelligently about room and board and see what the exception percentages are, or find out, how many students were admitted in 2013 and what the gender difference is. I mean, anything you want to dive into, everything is on College Navigator. It's a great tool for you to sound intelligent about college planning and college funding. We have trifold brochures. We have everything is customizable. We can add your name and logos. We can mail these out to you or email them out, whatever easier for you. We have built everything for you. We've done the hard work, so now it's just up to you to talk to your clients and plant the seed. Okay, as you know, we give out free agent websites. So what we did on all of our agent websites is we added a tab. As you can see, that blue arrow, and it says scholarship. That's on your home page. So the whole point is to drive traffic to your home page. Your clients click on that button, okay, because anyone, the child, wants to know more about a scholarship, obviously. Okay, the trifold brochure comes up online. Then there's a fillable form that says, hey, for more information, fill this out. As soon as they hit submit, you get an email. You can pick up the phone, call your client, and talk about the program. Give them $500 certificate just for speaking with you without them even buying a policy yet. Okay, so that's another great hook. So with that said, I know we ran a little bit over today, but we had a lot of new information to cover. We tried to make this as simple as possible, and we're just making the program bigger and better every day. So you'll hear more about it. If you have any questions, call us. We're going to send out an email to everyone that was on the call, and we'll include some great marketing material and some neat charts that you can go over with your clients. So the 100th registrant for today's webinar is Doug S. That's Doug S. Congratulations. We will mail your tablet out this week. And with that said, we are here to hold your hand every step of the way. And always remember, if there's a new product, concept, program, carrier that comes out in our industry, we'll be the first ones to bring that program or product to our field force. And we're going to hold your hand every step of the way to make sure you're comfortable. With that said, have a wonderful rest of the week, a great weekend, and good sailing. Take care.